First language is JavaScript, or maybe TypeScript also for some people. So what is this language that is JavaScript? JavaScript is fairly modern language, that is like 25-year-old language, 26-year-old language. And the thing with JavaScript is nowadays it can run anywhere. Maybe it might be to run one website, or maybe if you want to run something like mobile application, or even if you want to run something like desktop application, JavaScript is there for you. And it also can run on things like Raspberry Pi, so that you can make use of the Node.js and its functionality properly with the embedded system also. So due to this, JavaScript became so much popular, and TypeScript added little bit more features to it, which will be used for development purpose only. It's not like in production level you can use TypeScript. You can code using TypeScript, but in the end it will get compiled into JavaScript, and JavaScript is the end product which you will get even if you are coding using TypeScript. But during development, TypeScript will help you to make less mistakes, so that you can avoid errors in the production, and you can use TypeScript for developing JavaScript related application. And that's why JavaScript is like a top language. It can be used to run any kind of program anywhere, that is any platform which you want to make it run on. Second language is Dart. So why this Dart language is getting popular? Of course, due to Flutter, it felt like developing mobile apps is so much easier, and that development experience which was like cumbersome in JavaScript became so much easier using Dart. You can create one mobile application very easily, that is to create one scaffold of mobile application, and once you create it, you can run it easily. And it's also one nice language which you can be comfortable if you already know one object oriented language, and it includes all class, objects and variables and all those things. If you are already familiar with some languages like Java or C, then learning Dart is not that much tough, and you will be able to create functions and create programs very easily, which can be then used to create Flutter mobile applications. And also nowadays there are like some back-end web technologies, and also Flutter can be run as a website. So all these features can be provided if you learn Dart. Third language in my list is it's actually not a programming language, but it's a markup language, that is HTML and CSS. Why this HTML and CSS is important in programming world? See, the thing is, you can code anything you want to code. Maybe you can use some kind of language like JavaScript, or even Dart, or even Java, or any kind of language. But in the end, people are going to see the interface of it. And where do you think this interface lies? If it's a website, it's going to lie on HTML and CSS. And due to this, even though you know all these backend technologies and languages, in the end, some kind of front-end developer should come and he should code it so that user can input something inside it. And when there is user input, then you have to make some kind of styling to it so that it looks good. And HTML and CSS is the best language, or I don't know, it can be called as technology, so that you can use and you can learn. As a beginner, it's very important to know HTML and CSS. So I have made one course which teaches you each and everything you want to learn about HTML and CSS. Go ahead and check it out so that you'll be able to learn it. And if you learn it, then it's always easier to get into other technologies like web development using frameworks like React and maybe Vue.js or any other framework. And also building mobile app takes that front and UI skills which is already available in HTML and CSS. So go ahead, check out the course and learn from it. Fourth language is Python. So why this Python is popular? Nowadays, if you have seen, most of this ChatGPT or even Google's Bard and Bing Chat, all these things use Python in some or other way. And Python is usually famous for being a data science language. So running lots of machine learning models, and most popularly done using Python. That's why Python is also one of the top choice which you can have as a programming language. So now it all comes to where and all Python can be used. It can be used as a backend for a website that is using Django or fast APIs. API. So this will make sure that if you know Python, you can work on backend languages which builds AI and other machine learning models, and you can directly integrate it easily with the Django and make it display to the front end, of course using HTML and CSS. So that's why I said learning HTML and CSS is most important, and it will give you the basics of building pretty much anything in this particular web or software industry. So because of this, you can literally become a full stack developer, and you can use machine learning in the backend. You can also use backend API as Django or even fast API, and you can literally display it to the end user using HTML and CSS. That's why Python is also one of the best option which is out there. Then last but not that much least, there is something called as PHP, which a lot of you people might have already heard or learnt it from outdated syllabus from your college. But the thing is, PHP is not that much worst, or it's not that much weird as it was before. Nowadays, with latest versions of PHP, it has like whole new lots of features, which I can't list down. If you want, go ahead and check it out in PHP website only. But with Laravel, you can literally build one top-notch application which can be used for running backend, and I feel like it can be equivalent to something like Node.js backend API or even Python Django related API. So PHP with Laravel, it's one of the best technologies out there, and I have used it for building lots of production level application previously. So I have tried it. So if you want to go into that direction, PHP also one of the best option out there. So that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.